the tutorial because I don't know anything about this game. Anytime I do live streams, I always use facecam and mic. Anytime I make videos like this, I just randomly hit record. They turn out to be the best videos I've ever made. Don't worry, I am still going to be playing our fishing game that we normally do, but I wanted to get a little bit of this on the channel, and I wanted to progress through this game. So me showing you the tutorial to start off this game, and then I'm going to progress through, get better, and hopefully get rich. Okay, let's have a look, see what we're doing here. Okay, so I'm completely new to this game, never played it before, never watched any videos on it or anything like that. I just saw this game was available and I brought it. So this is fishing. Well, it's called Deadliest Catch, the game. But yeah, fishing, Deadliest Catch. Kind of cool actually, because the game that I normally play is obviously all to do with lake fishing, whereas if this is proper out in the ocean, some sea fishing, which is what I really do enjoy. So I'm reading up there on the top right the tutorial on this game, on how to get started and that kind of thing. I'm gonna be honest, I did struggle a little bit at the beginning. That's why I decided to do this tutorial. I just started up a new game and it just didn't go too well. Didn't really know what I was doing. Okay, yeah, so I didn't really know buttons or anything like that, so by doing the tutorial will help you guys out for your first time, and also it's going to help me progress through the game, obviously. So this is the map. The anchor is obviously where I'm at, so there's two little bits here and here, so I'm guessing that's where we're going to be catching. So to start off with, we catch crabs. I don't know if we always catch crabs and then we finally catch something else, I'm not sure. But you can always leave in comments below what you think of this game, whether you think I should make more of this game, and yeah, if you can catch anything else other than crabs, do let me know. But I know at the beginning we do have to catch crabs, but I guess as we progress through, I'm thinking that maybe we might catch something else. Maybe some lobster, some sardines, I'm not sure. Crawfish, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna catch, but this game, yeah, as I said, I saw it on Steam. I'm playing on PC. Does look pretty good. I have got the controller connected, but for some strange reason, oh wow, look at that. For some strange reason, it will not let me use the controller. I can't explain why. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new games, updates on this game, update on our other fishing game, and every now and again we do buy new games and we show those as well. So good reason to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also drop a like as well. It lets us know that you do like this game and you want to see more of it. So I'm going to work this crane. I'm not sure what the buttons are. They are a little bit cranky. So the buttons is W, D, and S and A, and spacebar to drop it up and down. Hold on one sec. So I'm pretty sure that you can put all of these nets out at the same time. I'm pretty sure you can, but obviously this being the demo of basically getting you used to the game and understanding the game and understanding the buttons, I think it is only going to let me use the one. So this is the point where, there you go, I finally hit spacebar, which makes it drop down and pick it up, and then we use the WA, well, was and D. That's the keys that we're using to move left and right, up and down, kind of thing. But yeah, to drop it into place is the spacebar. It would help having the net thing there out flat, so that way it drops down onto there. And then to come off of this, you hit Q. So everything that I'm doing right now, I'm actually putting a voice over this video because yeah, I didn't want to talk through it as I was recording, just because obviously there is going to be times where I don't really know what I'm doing. I did edit this video a lot. Now I know this does go on for like nearly 40 minutes, so it is quite a long video. Normally I only do like a 10-minute video of each thing that I'm doing, but for this one, because it is the very first time, I wanted you guys to understand, and I needed to understand as well, so I can rewatch it back and realize what buttons do what and what I've got to do. Okay, so we got to open up the cage door. There we go. That is one thing that I did struggle with a little bit. And then over here is our herring bait. that we have to put into the grinder, which I didn't really know that. That's why I'm walking over to the cage here, as you can see. Wouldn't let me put it in. And then yeah, it highlighted over there, as you can see it's highlighted. Go over to the grinder, press E, puts the bait in, grinds it up for you, just like so. And then walk up to it, look at the bait, hit E, and E is to interact with everything. Hit E, and then E will automatically pick it up, as you can see in this little ground bait box thing here. And then we can hang it. Really, you're supposed to have the cage flat. I didn't actually do that, but that's okay. Yeah, make sure it is normally flat. And then we now have the buoys, I don't know what you want to call them, buoys, yeah, buoys. We've got the buoys attached to it, we got the bait in there now. There's me looking at this, that's actually to reel it in. I thought that I had to do something with this to get the cage to drop into the water, but you don't. But that's raising it and lowering it. So you can adjust it from here to drop it. As you can see, the cage is moved, or you can go right near the cage, and there's also a thing there as well. But there we go, we've finally released our first net. There's our net in the water, that's all baited up, that's ready to go. But as you can see, there is a control over there as well, this little control just here. You can also use this to lower it and obviously make it higher and that kind of thing. So yeah, you definitely want it flat whenever you're doing stuff. Don't have it as an angle, at an angle like I did, because it doesn't really work too well like that. So if you hit T, you can take time forward, which is basically going to get your net pretty much full up and ready to then bring in. So we need to get a hook, which we get that from the storage room, as you can see, that's lit up just over there, that door. Grappling hook. And then the other thing that you saw there was the bait box. That bait box is what we're going to do, use to separate the good crabs to the bad crabs. So when you're doing this, again, I didn't really know how to throw it, so I was hitting different buttons, and F is actually to put your headlight on at night time, just to mention that. You do get used to the buttons, it does take a short minute, but you do get used to it. And to throw it out, as you can see, I was having a little bit of trouble there. Weren't really sure of what to do, but to throw it out, you click the mouse, the left mouse button, and keep your finger on it. And the longer you keep your finger on it, the further you can throw it. You can also get the hook and leave it down there ready, which is probably a good idea, so you don't have to keep going to the storage room there. So as you can see, I did a little small throw, wasn't very far, but hold E and it reels it back in. So I actually did do that, hooked it up. But yeah, to throw it further, keep your finger clicked down longer, and then it will work. And then if you come over to here, as you can see where it's lit up again, it shows you everything. So the tutorial is actually pretty decent on this game. It does definitely help you get started. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I've followed each thing it's told me what to do. Now I know exactly what I'm doing. So very, very handy to get going. So then we need the hook to then drag it over to there, which I wasn't quite sure of. This game does look pretty good. I've got the graphics maxed out. It's not the very, very best graphics I've ever seen, but the water does definitely look pretty good. I like the fact that I'm on a ship rather than holding a fishing rod. Definitely something different. Yeah, I am still going to be playing our fishing game, but it is nice to do a little bit of sea fishing. I think the main thing that's probably quite time consuming is going through the crabs. So we hit this button here, lower the wrench hook, as you can see. So we done that. I weren't quite sure what it did. This is proper noob style. As I said, this was the very first time. So, and then there you go. I saw the hook there just to the right. I do eventually find it. Give me a moment, and even walking around it seems so weird. I'm so used to using a controller. Even though I do play PC games, most of the time I do use a controller for it. So yeah, a little bit strange using the keyboard, but I did enjoy it though. Like, it was good fun using a keyboard rather than always using a controller. some games I do use the keyboard and mouse, and some games I do use the controller, but for this one, unfortunately, it doesn't support the controller. Maybe they might change that in the future, but you know what? Now I've actually used the mouse and keyboard, probably am going to stick to that. Even if they did add the support for the controller, I probably would still end up using the mouse and keyboard now, just because I've got used to the keys. I know what the buttons are and what's what. That crane looks really good. You also have to oil stuff as well. WD-40, you have to oil up stuff. If you don't, the cranes and stuff get a lot slower and things can break and eventually not work. So as you can see there, and then we just hit spacebar, that drops it down onto there. And now we've done that, now we can leave that hook, we don't need that, and then we can walk to the cage and open up the cage door, also bringing over the bait thing there. We have to bring it across, and we also have to tip it as well, so obviously the crabs fall into the bait box where we have to sort everything out, which I do eventually find. You also have to pick up the buoys and take them back over, put them away back into storage. The other brilliance of this game that I really do like, so there's me opening it, there's the headlight, which you will see me turn that on and off many times because I keep hitting that button. But yeah, the one thing I really do like about this game so far is I didn't know until obviously playing a little bit more, but you can actually get crew members as well, which is awesome. So there's me moving the bait box over the salting area, which you don't have to do it there. There is controls on the side of the salting box as well. So, but tipping it in, there we go. There's our crabs in. There's our first load of cash. That's the way we got to look at it, because that's the way it's always going to be. And then yeah, there was some buttons on the side there, but I came back over to here. You can do it from here or you can do it from there. It really doesn't make any difference. It still does the same thing. Yeah, I did make a few edits in this one. Definitely was quite time consuming making this video, just because I didn't know what I was doing. But I like playing games like this for the very first time, and you don't have a clue what you do. And again, I could have watched other YouTube videos and it would have helped me get started and that kind of thing, but for the fact it had a tutorial, it's pretty good that I'm learning. You guys are learning, but I'm learning myself. So eventually over time we can make some serious cash and catch some other stuff other than crabs. Again, there might be better crabs than the crabs that I've caught. I have no idea at this point, but as I mentioned, you can leave in comments section below of if you got any idea of other things that you can catch on this game. You can always let me know, and again, you can upgrade lots of things. I'm at stage 1, or well, not even stage 1 yet because I'm doing this tutorial, but eventually, yeah, I think I am definitely gonna make some more videos of this, just because I really did enjoy playing this one. It was really good. At this point, again, I don't really know what I'm doing. I think the one thing that is actually quite hard just to mention is steering the boat. Now it does tell you how to steer the boat and stuff, and how to put it in first gear to fourth gear, and obviously into neutral and reverse, and how to turn left and right. Again, that's a little bit strange, but you do get the hang of it. It is kind of everything's just strange because obviously I've never played it before, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. But you can also hit the controls down there, which does give you a little tip of what to press and what to do. At this point I'm kind of stuck of how to. So we can turn the light on and off for in the night time, which is always a good thing. Yeah, at this point, this was the point where I did end up making another edit into the video because I wasn't quite sure in figuring out how I actually sort out the baiting. Like I didn't really know what I was doing, if I'm honest. I kept moving around and pressing all different things, and I realised that you have to actually look at the crabs, and then you hit E to go into interact, so that way you can salt the crabs. Also, when you're salting the crabs, you can click down and use the scroll wheel, so it brings the crab closer to you, and then you click and hold the left mouse button to rotate the crabs, so you can find out whether you got a good crab or a bad crab, which you will see that in a moment. This is where I made the edit, so we had to close the pot. I didn't know how to do that, but you do have to look quite high up. And there you go. Once you close that, you can then move on to the sorting. So yeah, I didn't know that. I was looking around pressing different buttons. It took me a short minute, but I finally figured it out. I did throw the crab over into the green area thinking that that's going to count, but it doesn't quite work like that. Again, you do have to go through each crab and make sure they're good. So a little bit slow, a little bit hard work, but then once you progress through and you get crew members and stuff, they're going to be doing this kind of thing for you, so you don't have to do it, which should hopefully be a quicker pace than what you can do it. Obviously, the longer you take doing it, the longer it's going to take for you to earn that money, but in the beginning you do have to do it yourself eventually. So there you go, using the scroll wheel it zooms in and out, and then if you click on the mouse and hold it, as you can see that's lit up green, and then you have to keep rotating it so we can get the other side to light up green. It's a little bit cranky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. Okay, so one's red, one's green, which I'm thinking, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that means that it is a good crab or half decent crab. When they're both green, obviously I know that's good, but yeah, I'm not quite sure when it means one red, one green. If you know what that means, leave it in the comment section below, because I have no idea what that means. I'm just guessing that the crab is half decent. It means, or yeah, I don't quite know. I don't know. Oh gosh, the struggles are real. Okay, so I'm gonna class that as a bad crab. I don't know if it is or not, but just, you know, I'm not gonna do that for all of them. Like if they're both red, then I would definitely say it's a bad crab. But if one of them's red, one of them's green, or they're both green, like they are in this case, then yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep them. Okay, zooming in, always using the scroll wheel. So we got one green and one red, but again, I think that means that it's kind of good, kind of not good. I'm really not sure, but I don't want to throw too many crabs away, because the more I'm throwing away, the less money that I'm going to earn from doing this. So, and for the fact that it's the first time, I don't really think that this money is going to carry over onto if I create a new game, to be honest. But yeah, I kind of want to try and keep as many crabs as I can, just to see out of these crabs that I have got how much cash I basically earn. So from 10 crabs. Again, you can put more, you know, if you're going into a new game, you can put all of your crab pots out, which that is what I am going to do, and obviously we'll see how much money we get from that. I'm going to do that as a separate video. I'm still going to be making my other fishing videos, but I definitely want some of this on the channel. I've had some really good fun playing it for the very first time, and at the moment as well, it is actually on offer for, I think it was like £5 something-ish. So just under £6, 60% off at the minute on Steam, this game is. So if you're interested in this game, pretty cheap at the moment. So I brought it at the right time. I've been keeping my eye on this game for a short minute, and keep thinking that I was going to buy it, keep thinking, yeah, I was going to, never did. But for the fact it was on offer, it's kind of silly that I don't. Yeah, so, okay, so we got 9 good crabs and 1 bad crab, or at least I think it's a bad crab. As I said, you can leave that in the comment section below. Let me know what 1 red and 1 green means. Does it mean it's not good, or it's half good, or yeah, let me know. If you know, let me know. Okay, so to start sorting the crabs, we've now sorted the crabs. The crabs are now done. We now have to take the bad crab away and throw it back in the ocean, and then the good crabs we then have to put into our freezer box. Again, at this point, I didn't really know what I was doing. I kept on coming back onto this table here to try and grab the crab and throw it back in the ocean, but it doesn't quite work like that. You have to get the sorting box, which you'll see me do that in a moment. Yeah, you have to get the box, put the bad crab in the box, walk over to the side of the boat, throw it back in the water, and then come back with the box, pick up the good crabs, put them in our icebox freezer. So as you can see down there on the left as well, right where the radar is for our boat, you can see it's lit up blue there, which is quite a lot of blue, and the sorting table doesn't have a lot of blue. Again, that is where you have to repair things and obviously keep things oiled so everything keeps running smoothly and keeps going. Make sure you definitely buy repair kits and the oil WD-40. Make sure you buy that. So there you go. This is what we need, the storage container. We get that, walk up to the crab, and as you can see it says press E. So now we have it. Not that you can really see it in the pot, but it is in that pot. And then we walk over to here and we just hit E, and you'll see him throw it back into the water. There you go. I don't know if you saw that, it happened so quick, but yeah, we did just throw that back in. So come back over to here, we grab these, press E, and now we've got them in there. You can't really see them, but I guess you will see them once we fill the box up and we have even more crabs. Looking down at it, hit E, you can't really see them, put them in, which is kind of a shame. Them silly little features is a thing that I always look out for. Hit Q, that drops the bucket, and then E, we screw the hatch back on. There we go. Awesome. We've finally done the first part. And then obviously coming over to here, use the crane. Anytime you do use any of these things to come off it to go back to normal, always hit Q, or maybe you could even hit escape. But yeah, Q definitely is the one that works. Moving this back over, and as you can see, you got the little yellow X down there, so that's when I just hit drop and it goes back in automatically. You don't have to mess around ages trying to put that in place. So that's a really good feature. I really do like that. Hit M, and M will bring up the map here, as you can see, and we can fast travel as well, which is really good, because otherwise it would take definitely it would take a short minute to get that done. Okay, so we can hire men, and we can also go to the shop and buy things. We can also, as you can see, the little oil drop, which is something that we need to always refill our boat up. Make sure you always do that before you go back out. So coming over to here, this is how much money we earned. That's not too bad, $429 for the very first time, for only 10 crabs as well actually. So serious amount of money, which is good, because even though we did earn a lot there, obviously we do then have to buy more baits and stuff. And okay, so we got skills here. So these are going to make things cheaper. Obviously crew members, we can add those, so that way we can have more crew members. So the skill things is something that you always want to look at. And maybe you might want to upgrade some things before others. Now personally myself, I probably am going to want to upgrade the crew management more than anything else first. But then again, this is a tutorial, this is not actually me playing in the game yet. So yeah, crew members is probably a thing that I'm going to upgrade pretty quick, because that's something that I want. You know, I want my crew members to help me out to get things done faster. So penetration oil, which again WD-40, that is something that you're always going to want. You can buy more crab pots, a repair kit, pot repair kit. Definitely make sure you got some of those. Even though this is a tutorial, you still do want to buy those anyway. Grappling hook, you're definitely going to need them, just in case you lose them. I haven't lost one yet, but I have lost the net. So crab pots, nets, when you're placing them down, make sure it highlights up white before you drop it, otherwise it'll hit the side of the boat and bounce in the water, which is what I figured out the hard way. So filling our oil up, you just drag it across, that's it. Then click confirm. There you go. Now our ship, or boat, yeah, boat, not really a ship, I don't know, you can call it a ship, but anyway, our vessel is now full. We can click back there, and that would take us back into a fast travel. I love that picture there, that looks really, really good. I like for the fact that the weather changes and stuff as well. Like sometimes it looks really clear, really good, and other times not so much. Again, the water effects, not the very best, but definitely not the worst I've seen, so not so bad. So getting the crane, this is the point where I'm kind of getting used to things. I think the hardest part was when I actually did go past one of the crab nets. I went past one of them and I had to steer the boat back. Wow, that definitely did take me a short minute. Eventually I did get the hang of it, but yeah, it definitely did take a short minute. When you're placing that, make sure your orange or highlighted yellow arrow, should I say, the cross is lit up to drop the net, because otherwise, yeah, I did end up losing one. It bounced off, and I'm not going to talk about that anymore. So if you look up towards the top there, it will say to place them. You can't really see that it has placed them, but it has placed it. And then now you can see that thing that is hanging for us to get more ground bait. So we come back over here, grab a piece of ground bait or bait, I don't know what you want to class it as. We put it over there. We got to look at the pot. Hold on, give me a moment. I finally figured it out. There you go. And then once you've done that, you do have to make sure that you obviously close the cage of the net, the crab net. Look right up high, there we go. And then we can adjust it from here, lowering and obviously releasing it into the water. As you can see, there's controls there. We did do it over there, but for this one I wanted to show you this part here as well, just that way you can do it from either way. So there you go, that's in the net. That's in the net. Oh my gosh, that's in the water. That's in the water. Yeah, not in the net. Okay, yeah, so that's in there. So you can, again, you can hit T, you can fast forward the time. I really do like the fact that you can do that. It means you don't have to wait around for a very long time waiting for your net to fill up and you earn some serious money. It's good that you can hit T. I think that you can do that every time. I'm not quite sure. I guess I'm going to figure that out as I progress through the game and play a proper game rather than doing it as this. So coming over this way, if you come through this door here, it will then take you into our office, which is pretty cool actually. It does look really nice. I like it. You can't sit there, but maybe one of your crew members could. Maybe they could even steer the boat for you at some point. I'm not sure. I know they definitely help you fixing up crabs and checking them and bringing them in, bait and all that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will eventually maybe steer the boat for you as well. Don't know. But the boat is a little bit cranky, kind of hard to understand, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. So over here on our right, this is to steer left and right, which is kind of weird because I would have expected a steering wheel, to be honest, but that's okay. We'll go with it. And then there is our reverse gear. And then if we take it the other way, that takes us into first gear, which you can see down on the bottom left in the very far corner. You can see we are now in gear 4 and the propellers are moving, so we're actually coming away now from our crab location that we've just dropped. So that's how you steer the boat. Again, a little bit strange, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. Always make sure you leave it in neutral, obviously, if you're then, you know, going to be picking up your crab box, because otherwise you're going to keep on moving around and it won't go too well. And then to steer the boat, whenever you're steering it left and right, you can tell when you're moving because you got the compass thing down there on the far left, as you can see, which is our boat in the middle, and then the radar spinning around. So we can hit M to fast travel to a different location as well. And then to come out, we hit E. Again, when I first did this, I wasn't quite sure which way to go or what to do, but now I wouldn't say I'm a pro, but I definitely now know. Now I'm used to the controls and I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. It definitely makes things a lot easier. So the next video that I do on this, hopefully it shouldn't be as noob style. Hopefully we should get things done quicker. There is actually a ladder there. I didn't notice that until I looked down and I saw it, but that brings us back here to the main deck. Again, we gotta now get another one. Oh wow, that fog has got real. Yeah, that fog is proper real. Hit spacebar, pick it up. So as you can see, that little yellow X, when you bring it over, make sure it's highlighted on the white bit there, and then you can hit spacebar, and then it will go into position like that. If you don't do it, it's going to be expensive. Keep buying nets. Okay, so we've got to grab one of those, click on there. Now we've got it in our hand, we come over, open up the crab pot, and then we've got to look up until it highlights there. Put the buoy inside. Again, it doesn't really show that it's there, but it is, because obviously it took it. Get the ground bait, come back over again, or bait, hang the bait there, there we go. And then look back up to close it. There we have it. And then as all we do is just, oh, no, not that one. E and R to raise and lower. And then as all we do is hit R or E, one of those, I can't remember, I think it was R. One of those we hit, and then then there you go. We've now dropped our second crab net into the water. And we can now fast travel back over to the other one, I think. There's our hook. That hook you're always going to need once you do obviously fishing the crab thing, which the hook is there. You throw the hook over as you saw, you drag it in, it connects up to there, and then yeah, this is the part that I really did struggle with, because I kept trying to throw the hook. So once you've thrown the hook, you keep your finger on E and it brings it back in, and as I mentioned, clicking the left button froze the hook, and the longer you keep your finger on it, the further it froze. But I couldn't hook it because it was just a little bit off. Like, it wouldn't let me look more to the right because obviously this crane thing's here in the way. So eventually I had to go and reposition and move the boat into a place where I'm actually able to hook it up and and bring it in. So yeah, a little bit of a struggle, but I got there eventually. I figured it out. I did have a few throws with it to try and hook it up, and it wasn't quite working. So for the tutorial, as you can see on the top right there's lots of different things that we've got to do. Once you do these things in stages, or once you've done them all, should I say, once you've done them all, and then eventually it will then say, you know, once you've completed it, it's saying you're now ready to complete and, you know, start a new game, which is where I'm in the progress of doing that now, starting a new game. So I'm not sure if I'm going to upload a video of this again tomorrow, or whether I'm going to be uploading another video of the other fishing game that we play. But yeah, the live streams always facecam and mic. These videos I just randomly hit record and away I go, just because they're quicker to make like this. Other than when I make a lot of mistakes, obviously it's a lot of editing. I don't want to put too many mistakes in. This video was proper noob style, but it's good though, because it really made me understand and learn how to play the game properly. So, as well as showing you guys the first time, I really did learn from it a lot, and I don't struggle as much now. I don't struggle, especially now you know that, once you know that all the buttons, what button does what, that's when obviously it is a lot easier. But this was really difficult for me to try and line the boat up with the... I really did struggle with this. Since then I have done it and tried it again. Now I'm okay doing it, but I really did struggle trying to get the buoy into a place where I'm able to pick the hook up and hook it. So as you can see, I can't see it anywhere. But the other thing that does help you, obviously down on the bottom left there, the radar, that helps, and when you're closer to it, it'll also light up in the water for you to be able to see it. You can also hit the map, hit M, and that will also show you as well how close you are to your crab pot. It takes a little bit of getting used to, it surely does. I think this is where I ended up making an edit into the video, because I just could not figure out what I was doing wrong. See, I could see the crab pot there, but when I go down there I couldn't see it. So it's just a matter of adjusting the throttle and obviously turning the boat left and right, trying to get it right. So as you can see there, it's pulling over to my right, which is perfect. It's actually in view. Got to try and keep it kind of, I don't know, in the middle-ish sort of. By keeping it in the middle, obviously it'll make it easier. If it's too much to the back of the boat, or the front of the boat should I say, then yeah, when you throw the hook, obviously you can't quite get to it. So by keeping it a little bit more in the middle is going to be that little bit more easier. And that hook, you can actually throw it a pretty far distance as well, which is kind of handy, because when it's that far out, that was way too far out. As you can see, the boat is actually moving away from it again. This is where I messed up. It's moving away from it. Oh gosh, yeah, so that was because I left the boat in turning left. Because I kept it turning left, yeah, we ended up moving away from it. So making another edit again into the video. Again, you know, showing some of these mistakes are okay, but I didn't want to show it for the long period of time, because otherwise this video would have went on well over an hour, maybe like an hour and a half. Yeah, there was a lot of cuts and edits and and things into this for me to get it right, but I got there eventually. Really, I really do like this game. I really do. It's the only one bad thing. It really is a shame that it isn't multiplayer. At least I don't think it is. Again, if you know if it is, you can always leave in the comment section below. I don't think it's multiplayer. I'm pretty sure it's not. I could be wrong though. And let me have a look, see if I can find any information to find out if it is. I don't think it is multiplayer. Yeah, it doesn't actually tell me on Steam. Hold on, if I go to the Steam store. So as you can see, this is where I did hook it up as well. Let me have a look. Pretty sure it is single player. Yeah, okay, it's single player. Which is a shame, because it would be good fun to play it with someone else as well, but I don't mind playing games alone for the most of it. That is normally what I do as well. But also there is snow and stuff as well that you can end up coming across, like little snowstorms and other things like that. So I haven't actually seen any of those just yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to at some point. There's also a bundle as well. Buy Deadliest Fishing Packet Bundle. That's like an add-on that you can buy for it. And buy Deadliest Catch Fishing Adventure. That's also a DLC that you can buy. Pretty cheap. Both of them are 33p. They're 92% off right now. So yeah, they are pretty cheap. I probably am going to buy those, to be honest. Yeah, they are pretty cheap. So like, I might as well. Deadliest Catch Bundle. Yeah, I probably am going to purchase those, in fact. So there you go, there's us emptying out our cage. And then we have to sort through all the crabs and store this content next. Okay, I'm just getting the DLCs, because I might as well get them for the fact that they're that cheap. It's kind of silly not to, really. So we made $1,300. That's a serious amount of money. That is actually a serious amount of money. That's pretty cool. So I brought that first DLC that I just mentioned. Buy the Deadliest Fishing Pack collection, 3 of 3. I brought that, and now okay. I think that covers all of it. Yeah, me buying that, because it's not now saying for me to buy the other one. It's not highlighted, so I think I brought that anyway. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll Fishing Adventure, it's called. Fishing Adventure. Maybe I might do some of that at some point. I'm not sure right now. I want to concentrate on this game, but maybe I might try that. Add some a Fishing Adventure into it at some point. It's a completely different game, that, but yeah, maybe I might. Let's see how it goes. I'll play a bit of this first, but I hope you guys did enjoy this one. There's one of our crew members. We've now got some crew members. Again, this is all part of the tutorial, not the actual proper thing yet, so I am obviously going to need to get these when I start a new game. But Fishing Adventure, I just got that because that's on offer, 33p. I might show some of that at some point. We'll see. Yeah, leave in comments below if you've got any tips or tricks on this video at all, because it would definitely help me out, as I am definitely newbie. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Subscribe so you don't miss out on more Deadly Catch and other fishing games, and random unboxing videos and moto blogs and all sorts of stuff across the channel. Drop a like. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out.